Hello, happy Friday. I am back from vacation and still trying to play catch up with everything. So if you've messaged me or sent me an email or anything like that lately, it's going to be a couple days. I'm still trying to catch up. And it was funny, I was talking with someone the other day. They were like, oh, you should do like what I eat after vacation. I was like, yeah, no one wants to know what I eat after vacation because it's been bad. I was trying to tell her, I was like, yeah, well, we do like have some food at the house, and I also let me tell you the mistake I made. I wrote a post a long time ago about like the strange things I do before I go on vacation, and one of them was usually clean out my fridge and empty the trash. Well, for some reason, this time it got away from me, and I was like, I'll just leave the food in the fridge for now because it'll smell probably less bad in the fridge than in the garbage waiting to be taken out. So, and I had like salmon in the fridge for like a week. It was, yeah. Clean out your fridge before you go to before you go on a vacation. Clean out your fridge and throw out the trash because it was stinky, and I won't make that mistake again. And so, like I was saying, so we didn't have much food or anything. Like I could probably scrounge around and find something to eat. So, yeah, my post vacation meal. So we went straight from the airport to a soccer game, and then we picked up Subway after that. So that's not too bad. And then for lunch the next day, I think I ended up ordering mod pizza. I got a little pizza and a salad. And then for dinner last night, oh, we had Taco Bell. I like the Taco Bell, the protein bowls. It has like the rice and beans and steak and vegetables and stuff like that. And then tonight we had our usual Friday night local barbecue restaurant. I had catfish. But so yeah, I am not your go-to on like planning after a vacation. I didn't have like a grocery delivery or anything set up like that. But I did plan my meals today, and I did go to the grocery store today, so I will share that with you now. So what I ended up doing is I knew Easter was coming up, and for some reason I thought that Easter would fall in this meal plan, but it doesn't. It's the next week's meal plan. But anyway, I went to my website and I went to the meal plans tab, and then if you will notice, so there are 6 meal plans per page. There's 45 pages of meal plans, so there are a ton of meal plans to choose from. But what I like to do sometimes when I'm looking for inspiration is go back in time to like this time last year, and so I think I did this one, the 417, because I think that's where I had to go to my calendar and find out when Easter fell. So I pulled that one up, opened it up, and then started making adjustments from there. So what I like to do with my meal plan is I like to start by putting in the dates, the days of the week, and then what we have going on. So we've got soccer games and soccer practice and soccer. So I put all that in so that I'll know on days where I drive soccer carpool, then I know that I need to have something quick and fast. Or on days that we have a soccer game. I think my son's games are later this year, so I think even last year we would I'd make dinner and then we'd eat it in the car on the way to the game. So probably do the same thing there. So something quick and easy that I could just kind of make and take. So this time last year I was doing 4-week gut protocol, and I think this one follows it pretty good. I think I stayed on the plan with that. So here's how I break it down. Make it really quick and easy. So first of all, I've pulled up a meal plan. So if you're using this meal plan and you're like, but I don't really like that, then here you can swap out things. So I start with my meal 1. It's my shake. Usually add a half a banana and some spinach to it. And then copy that for every day. Then I pick 2 breakfasts for the week. And so I had the chicken maple breakfast sausage. I like the Applegate sausage. It's in the frozen section. And then asparagus, and then the banana pear muffins, which are, I think you can find them, if it's not Fixate, then it's on 4-week gut protocol. I'll need to look. I think it's Fixate though. I'll add that for you. And I alternated that with more chicken maple breakfast sausage, and then the blueberry banana overnight oats. So you can see for this breakfast, it's a green, red, and yellow. And for this breakfast, I pulled the purple up from the afternoon snack and the blue and moved down a green there. So that's kind of how I move the containers around. The blueberry banana banana overnight oats recipe is a 4-week gut protocol recipe, but it also is supposed to have like chia seeds, which counts as an orange, and I can't have chia seeds, so I took that out. So those are my 2 breakfasts. And then I picked 2 lunches for the week, and it's funny because these were originally on there, but it had like spelled everything out. It's before I created the recipes for the Southwest Salad Bowl and then the quinoa garden salad. So you can find that recipe on the What's Working Here website. And then for my afternoon snack, I picked like mini carrots, and I'll probably have like a little bit of the ranch with them, and then some cashews for my blue. And then I had strawberry banana ice cream on here, and that's a 4-week gut protocol recipe. So I was like, oh, that sounds nice. It's getting hot here in Houston, so that will be nice. So I'll make a big batch of that and then eat that. And then the other one, like I said, since I changed out the breakfast containers, I was just left with 2 greens. So I'm going to do jicama, and I heard someone in the store, I didn't know how to say it at first either. She was like, what is this jicama? I was like, it's jicama. So jicama and salsa, so I get it already chopped up into like sticks, and then you can dip it in some fresh salsa there. So that'll be my second snack for the week. And then all I have left to do after that is pick out my dinners. So I chose, even though I think I was in the mood for catfish, I put it on my menu for Sunday. So I've got air fried catfish with green beans, and both of those I just cook up in the air fryer. And then on Monday, I've got chicken scampi, which is a fixate recipe, and zoodles, which I actually went into my 4-week gut protocol. I was trying to change up some things because my family's like, we're tired of eating the same food. I was like, okay, I'll try to come up with some different ideas. So I went into my cards and pulled out the chicken scampi with some zoodles, and the zoodles I buy already zoodled from my grocery store. And then my husband did request the Mongolian beef. That is a pressure cooker and Instant Pot recipe. It's a little higher in sugar, so I'm sure it's probably not gut protocol approved, but it'll be okay. And then I'll have that. I get like the bag of mixed veggies, and I just steam that in the microwave and then throw it all together. And then on Wednesday, I went real simple. I started digging through here. I was like, oh, chicken nuggets, green beans. Sounds good. That'll be nice and easy. So I got the air fried chicken nuggets and then just some green beans. And then Thursday, we usually have leftovers. And then Friday, it's Good Friday. And I think that we're actually going to have Easter lunch over here. So probably not going to stick. I was talking with someone earlier. It's the holiday. If you have special things that you have, like I always make a carrot cake, that's not on plan. I make a Jell-O salad, that's not on the plan, but that's okay. It's one day, we'll enjoy it, and then we'll move on and get back on plan after that. So on Friday, and then we'll probably just have like leftovers from the Easter lunch and then eat out on Saturday. So that is my meal plan for this week and how I kind of went about putting it together. If you have questions about meal planning, let me know, and I'm happy to help.